Chapter 29, Prison. I've regained my independence of action and thought. At least, I think I have. It must be the same for Clara. I'm half naked, tied to a post. The chains digging into my flesh. It's dark, and I'm cold. I can feel Caleb watching me. I think to myself, I hope they get me out of here soon. The airlock in front of me opens, and the blinding light that suddenly floods my cell forces me to close my eyes. When I can open them again, I see him standing before me, his face twisted with madness. He grabs my left ear and violently shakes my head. He whispers, "Tell me, Nathan, who's going to get you out of here?" No way. He's reading my thoughts. I'm not even free in my own mind. He responds to what I didn't say aloud, "Oh yes. I'm artificially synced with your brain thanks to the implants we put in. I hear your thoughts as clearly as if you were speaking. So, why don't you tell me who you're counting on to get you out of here? Who do you expect to save you? Your friends? Your brother, maybe?" I mustn't respond. He adds, "Your efforts are useless, you idiot. I just told you, you can't hide anything from me." I close my eyes and try to focus. I need to think of something else. I need to think of something else. I hear him move even closer. He punches me hard in the stomach, knocking the wind out of me. I bend forward from the impact. Caleb straightens me up with unnatural strength and slams me against the post before headbutting me, nearly knocking me unconscious. It feels like my skull is exploding. He screams, "I've got all the time in the world, Nathan. We're going to have so much fun, just the two of us, like it should have been from the start." He releases me, and I collapse to my knees. Blood runs from my scalp down into my mouth. I lift my head and glare at Caleb with a look full of hatred and restrained rage. "See you later, my friend," he says as he leaves my cell. I dwell on those strange words as the darkness swallows me whole. I stay there, motionless, dazed, trying to drown my doubts and suffering in this sudden and thick night. I wait. I wait for the hour when it will all end. No matter how much I go over all the possibilities, no matter how much I harbor wild hopes, calculating the odds that might be in my favor, deep down, I know my situation is hopeless. The ritual of the disgusting meal brought to me by the self-guided tube emerging from the floor marks the passage of my days. How I hate that machine when it forces my mouth open to shove in that unspeakable mush. I've lost all hope. They've gone so far as to force me to look at this holographic clock. Time seems to crawl even slower. It stretches with agonizing slowness. He's coming. At exactly 3 p.m., Caleb will enter and beat me until I lose consciousness. It's been like this for 4 days. I watch that damned clock with growing anxiety. Any moment now, he'll be here. A shiver runs down my spine. As I mentally count down the final seconds before he arrives, the airlock opens. Caleb enters with a determined stride. My chains automatically release. He grabs me by the throat and lifts me off the ground as if I were nothing but a straw. Caleb shows incredible creativity when it comes to torture. He offers, "I know it's been a long time since you've had any choice in anything. And that's simply because, ever since your capture, you've been nothing but a puppet, deciding nothing for yourself. Today, for a change, I'm giving you a choice. And because I don't want to influence you, I'll let you choose between Game 1 or Game 2. Which one do you want to play with me?" I hesitate. I know that if I don't choose, I'll get both. Might as well minimize my suffering. I reply, "I choose your damn Game 2. He declares with a wide grin, "Good choice. I've got a nice surprise for you, my friend," he says, his voice dripping with sweetness. "You need a little comfort. I made a film just for you. Watch, Nathan. Enjoy." An hologram appears in front of me. A sudden sense of dread washes over me. The sequence begins with the opening of an airlock. Chap enters a small room where Clara is. He doesn't waste time talking to her like he does with me. He immediately starts beating her, without any restraint. On the contrary, he hits her hard. Some shots show his face, completely satisfied with what he's doing. I hear her screams, I see every blow, I watch her face contort with pain. I can't hold back a long scream as I watch this vile creature hit my wife. I can't contain my rage, and I start to shout, no. Not Clara. No. He taunts me further, replying, wait. Wait. The best is yet to come. He orders the chains to extend. He grabs my wife. He turns her around and slams her against the post. Without any hesitation, he violently penetrates her. He's raping her. It feels like my heart is about to stop. I desperately try to break free, sobbing with rage. She screams as this monster assaults her. He brutalizes her with every thrust. The close-ups keep coming. On Clara's face, which suddenly seems to become absent, empty of all spirit. Her eyes filled with tears. Blood trickles down her lips. Then, a close-up on Chap's face. He starts screaming again, this is for you, Nathan. All of this is for you, my love. You, Nathan, my Nathan, the person I love most in the world, it's like I'm losing you over and over, you, the one I never had. What is he saying? I blurt out reflexively, what? I suddenly realize that all his hatred comes from unfulfilled love. The inability to realize his feelings has driven him to destroy me, my family, and everyone I love. He must see my shock, or maybe he just reads it in me with those damned implants in my head, and his anger returns, violent, terrifying. The hologram freezes on Clara's face as he throws me against the wall. The blows he delivers tear screams and groans from me, despite my resolve not to make a sound. A black veil falls over my eyes, and I feel myself losing consciousness. I've come to. The hologram is gone. I remain crouched, kneeling, swallowed once again by the darkness. Each new day is worse than the last. I'm at my breaking point. Physically and mentally, this monster has reduced me to a wreck. I feel like crying, but I suppress the urge with great difficulty. He's there, right next to me. He watches me with that crazed look. A sneer suddenly twists his face. He announces the next inevitable torment, well, see you tomorrow. He finally leaves and lets me curl up on the floor in the fetal position. I'm still nothing but a puppet. I wish I were dead.